Hello, you are very welcome to the podcast of Curious Souls.
And you're welcome to leave anytime you want.
I love this. Hello, people. Would you like to get to know me personally? That's very embarrassing from one side and very sexy from the other side.
And completely cute from my side.
Sweet. Okay, I'm still looking.
So maybe we start with a little bit of background of what you're even looking for.
Okay, please. Here it is. I have it. Yes.
So what is it that you have?
Okay, so you know that I'm working with an astrologist for years.
I do.
And I meet her maybe 3-4 times a year, and we have a session, and she answers questions and directs me. And she's like another motor that I use to be inspired and to be directed. And then I heard this name that was coming up again and again and again, Alyssa Troob, from people that I really appreciate. And I decided to just do a reading with her. She is doing human design readings, which I don't really know a lot about it. It just seems very complex. Like it has also astrology inside, but it has also, I don't know, feels like channeled information. And it gives you I don't know, a perspective about yourself, which I didn't have before. And it was very, very, very interesting for me.
Is that what you were seeking?
What?
A new perspective about yourself?
It's a good question. I was seeking, a new perspective, new understanding, like a new angle, to look from into what we are doing together, what I'm doing, what life are doing with us. And I wanted like something fresh, I wanted a meeting with a fresh person that doesn't know me so well, like maybe through my chart, but and a fresh smell. That's what I was looking for.
Sweet. You feel you got it?
I do. I feel I got it. And some of this is very challenging. First of all, it's like you get like a boost of tons of information. So first of all, English is not my mother tongue, and she's channeling this, like she's in it. She does it very nicely. It starts by you receiving 2 recordings. So I received those 2, and it was overwhelming, like like a wave of a tsunami of, like you go into this labyrinth of mirrors, and you see yourself from all the mirrors, and each one is like a different one. So that's how it looked like in the beginning. I was like, oh wow, that's me, and that's me, and that's me, and that's me, and that's a small me, and that's a big me, and that's a fat me, and that's a small. This was a lot, but super fun. She's articulating amazingly, and I'm in love with this woman. She's gorgeous. So the most interesting thing for me in the beginning is that she's talking about this authority and strategy. So again, it's my understanding I am no authority in any human design, right? But what I got from it for myself is that I, as everybody else, have an internal authority and strategy that works for me. And when I'm aligned or connected to my authority and moving from my authority with this right strategy for me, I'm actually aligned with the purpose or a vibration of who I am. And when I'm not, because of education, experiences, beliefs, all these things that we are talking about, then I'm struggling.
Mm-hmm.
And the struggle is directing me back to my internal authority and to the right strategy for me. And it was really interesting for me because, like I think 2025 for me is a lot about authority. Like I was talking to you and having so much reflections into where is my authority and how quickly I lose it, especially for men, and especially if they are big. And, it's like the little me becomes very quiet and immediately reacting to whatever the man that I perceive as an authority is saying without even checking what they say.
Mm-hmm.
You remember this, right? Do you remember the story that happened to me with the name of the friend? Jesus.
Yeah.
So we are in this ceremony, whatever, and I am going to give some body work to a dear friend of mine, and we are organizing ourselves.
And you've known this friend for how long?
I don't know, 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, she's a dear friend.
Yeah.
And we are organizing ourselves under this beautiful tree in the desert. And she's already lying, and I'm sitting like near her. And then there is this big guy coming, and he's coming in, and he's like looking at me, and he goes like, "Lilit, what are you doing?" And I'm answering him. I'm getting ready to give, and I say the name
Uh-huh.
of this friend to give her a body work. And he looks at me and he asks me, "Who is?" And he repeats the name, like, who is, like, where is she? Who is she? And it was fucking incredible. He forgot her name, but I immediately doubted myself that maybe I don't remember right her name.
Uh-huh.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Wow.
His doubt became your doubt.
Yeah, I like immediately took it as I was doubting myself.
Yeah.
Like that I don't remember instead, if whatever other things that I could do. And because I was dealing in the ceremony with external masculine authority, I could recognize how my internal mechanisms that are completely out of my consciousness are aligned or tuned into following external masculine authority without even questioning this. And I had this year so many moments where I became aware to how much me, and I actually think not only me, are automatically reacting to whomever we feel that they are the external masculine authority in the space.
Mm-hmm.
And it's clear why.
Yeah, our culture is built around this. It's a complete, patriarch that men are in charge and you need to listen and obey and they know better. And it's mostly recently that women are coming into professions where their voices are being heard and their authority is being heard. But the culture's, at least in the last few hundred years, has been built on, you go to the doctor, it's usually a man, and he tells you what is going on inside your body and what you should do about it, etc. And same with politicians and all of this. Yeah.
This. So for me, exactly.
And it starts at home, right? It's like starts at home in a culture where men were created to be perceived as dominant and correct, and women need to be quiet and know their place and just support the man.
The father is the
Ultimate
ultimate authority, and this, Adam, Eve, Lilith story is exactly the same, but that's maybe a topic for another episode. Anyway, Alyssa was talking about this internal authority and the strategy, and she was talking about my internal authority and the strategy that I need to work with in order to be in sync to who I am and to meet life with who I am and not with the printed, educated creature that I can be. So she said that my internal authority is about so I'm a generator. I'm an emotional generator. Please don't ask me what are the other ones because I don't know. But I know there are altogether 5 types or 6, something like this, I think maybe.
I'm not an expert either, but I think there's roughly 5 or 6 main types. But now what's new to both of us is that there's these, within those main types, there's like an emotion. I didn't know there was an emotional generator. I knew there was a generator.
Yes.
I don't even know what other types of generators
I think
there
are. I have no idea, but they are all welcome to contact Alyssa Troob, which I love, and she will tell them. Or ask Chetik, it's also an option.
I think her name is Troob.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah.
Anyway, so my authority is to respond from my sacral.
Okay. Your sacral chakra.
Yes, she didn't say chakra, she said chakra. Sacral. Yes.
Yeah, okay.
So
what does it mean?
It means that I am not the one to respond spontaneously. What she says is that my knowing is coming from my body, from my sacral, not from my mind. And it's even pre-verbal knowing.
Yeah, it's like a primal.
It's very primal. It's like, oh, It's even before the no and the yes. It's like only the sound of yes, I'm attracted to this, or no, I'm repulsed by this. And if I will follow this authority, yes, I'm attracted to this, no, I'm repulsed by it, the decision I will take will be much better for me because they will be real for me. But then I'm an emotional generator. What it means that the info, what I understand, and Alyssa, if you will hear it at some point and you need to correct me, go ahead, feel free. So, emotional generator, it means that I have this emotional wave of yes, I want. No, I don't want it. Or on the other way. So let's say you tell me, baby, let's create a new solution or a new product for our clients or something, right? And I will go, no, I don't feel like this. It's not what I want. It's not what I like. It's not all of this. And like I'm going through the down of my wave. And then the day after I can wake up and tell you, baby, I thought about it. It's amazing. It's incredible. I want it. I want all of it. Let's do it now.
Yeah, I love this because it completely reframes. It's just incredible over and over again, the power of stories and meaning making. Because for me, I was framing this experience I have with you as hypocritical, right? Like I'm judging it. Like you say one thing, then you say another, and it's like, and then I'm going into my rigid pattern and telling you, but you said this, and now you're saying this, and now I can appreciate it because it's actually part of your process.
Yes.
And I can now be supportive.
Thank you, baby.
Yeah.
I think that's what we are actually saying here, especially for couples, to get to know your partner or to get to know yourself, to get to know your partner, their way of doing things, which is usually different than yours, allows then an understanding and something that you can do together instead of judgment and being angry. Anyway, so what's happening for me is that through this wave of emotion, the going down and coming up, or coming up and going down, like enthusiasm, yes, I want it, and then rejecting, no, I don't want it. Actually, what's happening is that my system is gathering all the information I need in order, after this wave is relaxing and I'm in a neutral emotional space, I have enough information then to make a decision. So I'm responding from mm-hmm, mm-mm, means yes, I have energy for this or not, but I can take this decision only after I go through my emotional wave where I gather all the information. I come to this neutral zero. I can take a breath and relax and say, okay, buddy, so now, yes or no, mm-mm, or mm-hmm, right? Incredible.
Yes. I am super curious to see what kind of choices you will make and how I can support you to remember to go through the entire wave of emotions.
That's really incredible. She was talking about waiting for emotional clarity, way to respond. Like she couldn't say it enough. Way to respond, way to respond, way to respond, and not respond immediately. Now you know me, I have this education, maybe, I don't know, to respond immediately because we need to take decision and we need to move forward and, like managing companies and stuff, and like you need to take many decisions very quickly.
Yeah, in my perspective, do it very well. You're very decisive, you're very clear and discerning. You make a decision and you go for it. And it's moved a lot of things. There's relatively little stagnation for you and things are moving forward, but I can also see how it can be hasty and presumptuous. Some of the cases, it's like, yeah, you're taking a decision. It's like, whoa, whoa, whoa. Like,
Yeah. Yeah. And also, one of the prices that I'm paying is my own depletion. So maybe even the decisions are clear and quick, and maybe they are even sometimes right, because sometimes they are not, as every one that is taking decision, but I deplete myself because I
yeah.
don't take the time to gather all the information I need in order to take a decision, and I'm practically operating out of my internal authority
Mhm.
and my own strategy.
Yeah, it makes sense too. It feels to me that your decision making and this like ability to make choices, move forward, be aggressive comes from your fire and you run hot.
Yeah.
Like it's also what's incredible
Yeah.
about you. It's your gift, but you run hot and that heat, has consequences.
I'm a hot baby.
You are you are a hot babe for sure.
She spoke a lot about this, and then she said, this was really difficult for me. It actually still is. So the generator needs to wait for an invitation.
Okay, more waiting.
So it's not my strategy to initiate.
Okay.
So if my authority is coming from my sacral, from the yes and no of knowing it through my body, do I have enough energy for this or not? That's my authority. That's where I need to take decisions from. My strategy needs to wait for invitation.
Mhm.
That's mind blowing for me.
Yeah, it's also very different from how you live your life and this fire that is just initiating and making decisions and going.
Listen, hearing this, I played this again and again and again, and I'm still uh I'm still dancing with this because I perceive
Mm-hmm.
that everything I have in my life
Mm-hmm.
is because I initiated it.
Mm-hmm.
And actually, part of me really admires this ability in me.
Yes, I have a very similar perception.
About me.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
watch you create in your life and our life from initiating, from making decisions, from moving forward, and I see what it creates. And for me, it's such a gift. I do see the potential for yinning that yang, creating a space potential for more clarity and just a pause, like to breathe inside of this to gather information and then make a decision. But I do think your decisiveness and ability to make decisions, to act on them, to initiate and create is spectacular. And I for sure don't want to put this fire out.
I also don't want to put this fire off, but the idea of waiting for invitation, like she was talking about the art of seduction,
Mm-hmm.
not necessarily the sexual one, which is
But let's
also
not split it.
exactly, but also this one. Maybe it's also another episode. But the whole idea, how do I seduce life and opportunities into my field? And how do I build this ability in me to wait until I'm invited? Because when I'm invited, I can bring my gift fully. She was talking also about, this wave that I have to go extreme. So for me, I dive into things extremely, and then I go into the other side extremely. I'm not so much, the 3, 4, 5 times, 2, 3 times a week, and like for years to keep a rhythm like this. It's not my rhythm.
Mm-hmm.
I have an extreme rhythm, but this is coming much, much later. She was talking about this concept of responsive life and wait for invitation. It's so difficult for me. Like it's so much easier, and I understand, it's like this print of our culture, for sure, of my education. If you want something, you will fucking stand up and get it.
Yeah, for those who don't know Lilit, she is Israeli, and the Israeli culture is very much driven from the body and driven to get what you want and let no one stand in your way. But yeah, that's for
Yeah.
sure the culture.
If you want it, it's your responsibility to get it. Nobody will give it to you.
Yeah.
So I understand, because she's talking a lot about like the human design gives you your original print
Mm-hmm.
instead of what was imprinted in you through your culture, your family, your parents, your all of those things. So now I'm like, oh, wait and seduce things into me, and how do I do it without it becoming manipulation?
Mm-hmm.
Because that's not something that I want,
Mm-hmm.
And it was very interesting to play with this. You remembered we play with this when we had the ceremony here, the little private ceremony with the grandmother.
Oh yeah.
I had the idea that I wanted something to happen in the temple with the people that were holding space for us when we were enjoying the
Yeah, when we were
grandmother.
riding grandmother, yeah.
Yeah. And I even shared it with you, I think, during the ceremony. I think. Yeah.
Recalling details of what
Yes.
happened in the journey
Yeah.
is
So
challenging.
I recall it. So I was sharing with you of, okay, I see this option. I see this opportunity. I see this potential.
I think we can share what it is, and might be interesting.
Yes, you share.
You want me to share?
Yes,
So you had a vision
yes,
of us hosting
yes.
these grandmother ceremonies in the temple.
The little ones in the temple, very small and like super, super yummy. Cause yeah, this was a very interesting experience for me. It rewrote completely the relationship I have with the grandmother, which I know for many, many years, and that's a very unique experience.
Yeah.
So we were like another Tuesday in the temple,
Yes.
right? That's happening. The first one is happening, and then we'll see. Anyway, so now I'm with the grandmother, and I have this voice in me, wait and do not initiate and wait for invitation. Now I see this potential. It's like so clear in front of me. And I see this and like, okay, if I'm not, how do I trust? It's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
I'm thinking about it now. It's like an issue of trust. So how do I trust that someone else will see this potential as well? So I'm dancing with this and I'm deciding, as conscious as I was during the ayah and the grandmother, I am waiting for an invitation. And if the invitation is not coming, I'm also okay. And I'm waiting. And I'm actually not even in a waiting position. I just let it go.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe, I don't know, 100 years later, 5 minutes later, I don't know, in this. And then the medicine man that was holding the space goes like, maybe we do little ceremonies here. And like, he describes exactly the thing, exactly the potential, exactly the. I felt like magic was touching my eyebrows. I felt like this wind of magic is like, you see, you see, you don't even need to call it in. You just need to recognize this option and to let it go. And if an invitation will be created out of it, it's yours. And if not, let it be.
Mm-hmm.
I can tell you that's a very big change for me. I feel that from the thousands of details that she gave me, that's the most challenging for me.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, how do I, not even how, I understand now how, but like doing this, waiting for an invitation and knowing that if the invitation is coming, it's mine. And if not, even if I saw the potential.
Wait, I have a question.
Yeah.
When in this ceremony, in this moment, whether this medicine man shares this original idea
Yes,
he
that he
has,
had.
this request, he's like, wow, I have this vision. It was so good. I remember exactly. I can picture where I was, where you
Uh-huh.
were, exactly as
Uh-huh.
he's standing above me, and I'm
Uh-huh.
looking at him, and I'm just smiling a mile wide because I also had this desire and vision.
Uh-huh.
My question is, did in that moment when after he shared this, did you have it in your consciousness to wait through the emotional wave?
No,
Do
not
you,
yet.
do you remember how you reacted?
I don't remember what if I said yes or no then, but I remember recognizing that that's happening. Like
Mm-hmm.
that now the loop is closed and I was like, "Oh, I completely forgot that I already recognized this and I was consciously waiting for invitation and letting it go, and I recognized the invitation." I think I was in such a shock that it's happening. But I do remember that the day after, I allowed myself to check and to have like this emotional wave of okay, yeah, I want to do it, and wow, it's like 10 days, not 10, it's like 1 week, exactly 1 week before our wedding. like, are you sure that that's what you want to do? And it was like, yeah, it's a nice preparation with our closest family. And then like, you're fucking crazy, woman, like, chill. And then when all of this went down, I was like, okay, we are doing this. Yes, I have a yes in my sacral. I have a yes in my body. This feels like an expansion. I don't know if all of this sharing helps someone. For me, knowing yourself is the game, is actually the only game. Learning who you are, what are the prints that you have that are limiting you, what is your original prints, and pursuing different, I don't know, maps that will allow you to recognize yourself instead of denying parts of you because, I don't know, you don't want to perceive yourself as something, but like to get curious of who am I really? Like, who am I? Like, seriously, who am I? And as much as I'm diving more and more into recognizing who I am and then getting curious to learn who you are, for example, and to see how we can create for both of us, like for me now to know that it's better to wait for invitation. And now we don't know a lot. We practically don't know anything about your human design reading, but we got some ChatGPT directions until you will meet Alyssa. And to understand that you are exactly on the other side. Like, you need to be the one that is initiating, or you don't need anything, of course, but it's like your authority is coming from initiating and letting know people that what you are initiating. It's like a completely different dynamic than what we have.
Yeah, exactly the opposite. And for me, it's such a transmission to witness you not just be curious, but try it on. Put on this suit of waiting to be invited and not taking decisions, it's funny, you got me saying taking decisions instead of making decisions because of the Hebrew translation.
Yes.
And yeah, just the humility and curiosity that you have to consider something that's so opposite of not just who you have been, but what's worked for you.
Yeah.
And fully say, okay, I'm considering that I am actually designed to operate the opposite of how I've been operating and creating this extraordinary life for myself. It's really inspiring for me because we've taken a peek, as you mentioned, through ChatGPT at my design and what it means. And it's exactly the opposite of what I've been doing, for the most part. For me, if I didn't have your example, I would be prone to rejecting it and to, yeah, okay, maybe, I'm open to some of it, but it's not my way. It's not the way I've navigated my life until now. And to see you take this on is inspiring for me. So thank you.
This is so sweet. Thank you for this.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know this. It's the first time you'd say this. This was so much fun. I hope, guys, you had fun as much as we did, and that this sharing from our heart moved something in you, allowed you a fresh perspective or a new curiosity. We love you.
Yes.
Until we meet again.
You've been listening to
Lilit
and Omer.
Two curious souls.
When we're not recording podcasts, we're creating sacred spaces for self-relational and spiritual exploration.
We offer private retreats tailor-made exactly for you.
We also hold ceremonies, intimate, private, or community.
All the way to our 9-month pilgrimage called adulthood. We utilize the intelligence of plants
to guide you to meet yourself
and each other
more truthfully,
playfully.
and with a lot more wonder.
Check out our website,
CuriousSouls.fun.
not .com, .fun.